pretty good around minute, I want to say 12, if he has free farm. So he gets, let's say you go armlet phase, or you get phase drum plus.
Yeah.
But he can't really reach. I like this build, though. Even though he doesn't, I guess on level 4 he's going to skill Feast. It's really good, but they need the range on open wounds.
Aggressive is living up to his name now. Massive chase on a PrettyHaw. He's going to lead with the open wounds here. Now even raging his way forward, but that was just too far away from his teammates, it seems. He's going to try to run him down with auto attacks, but while that's happening, ZSMJ is like, okay, great. I'm just going to go ahead and kill Q on the back lines. They do get PrettyHaw, but now the Spirit Breaker charges in. He looks to engage as well. KaKa being pursued. There's your bash. Now the Nether Strike follow. They're going to bring down Aggressive. They're going to drop Garder onto the ground. He does have a tombstone available. Actually, no, it was deployed a bit earlier. And now they chase forward. They're going to lose the zombie man as well, potentially. XTT, no, there's the soul rip, keeping him alive. Another smackdown from XTT. Then a follow-up charge as they continue to engage period. But XZ also rotated in
the Visage, but there's a couple good spell steals. I think Viper Strike is actually going to be really good to get this game in Castle and Lifestealer.
They want ZSMJ. They do get some eyes on him now. They're going to pull air inside of open wounds. Battery Cell goes to work. They charge on the XZ, dodging away from the cogs. Now the Nether Strike. No, he cancels it. He's waiting for a better opportunity. The cast begins to bounce, and now the zombies start to come in. But HGT, if the whole gang here, they're going to try to turn this. Now the Nether Strike goes out, and it's onto Aggressive, who's being bullied out of the fight. Charge forward. This cow don't care. He'll bring down the Lifestealer as well and chasing for a bit more. That's 3 dead. Make it 4. Shiki, the last man standing, about to get charged and possibly dealt with here. All of a sudden, things are going from bad to worse for CDEC. He gets in front, looking to bash him back a bit more. Turns with the Nether Strike. Shiki wants to get at least 1 kill of this, but he'll be potentially cliffed a bit off the mark. He is tanky. Could maybe even turn for a second kill with a teammate rotating in. They're going to go now with the cast. Painful.
Well, they don't really have that many good targets to engage on, to be honest, in the draft in general.
Witch Doctor is probably the main one. But even if you kill him, he's their 5 positions.
4 others you really don't want to open on.
Oh, here we go. Now things are going to get interesting real quickly. XZ walks in. He did not get off the spell. They quickly drop the card and it connects on for the pass through. Hits everyone. They try to turn this no Garder going in. He gets bashed again. He can't fight his way out of it. Now it's Aggressive trying to hold his ground. They got off the tombstone though. This could be the big one that turns it. Again the bash is Shiki getting smacked around like a ragdoll. And the 2 hero shackle from air. What a fantastic initiation or follow-up, I should say. Aggressive. He heads to the south. Shiki getting still lobbed around. First he's bashed, now Aggressive armed with Toggle. He may actually survive this. Not sure if Shiki will be so lucky. The charge comes through. Another bash as a result of that charge. They get the team wipe. Oh, what a terrible area.
Even hit with the first missile?
I think he just spammed it, yeah.
I don't know how much of a difference it made. I think they were just in an awful position in general, but...
If Clog manages to get off his cogs in this hook, I think that's a significantly different fight. Maybe they still lose, but they're not done yet. XC wants to contest this roast. They are going to find that pesky Spirit Breaker who immediately buys back. Looks to turn this one around. Now KaKa on the TP out. That will be canceled by battery, so they should be able to run down the Rubick here. 2 dead with the buyback. Now hunting ZSMJ. This could be huge for CDEC. Maledict coming through. XTT will complete the charge, and ZSMJ still on the run. Garder wants to pursue, gets stunned up. The death ward insta-canceled, it looks like, or at least out of range to continue. ZSMJ should take down the Maledict to fall. Extra decay just to ensure it. They're going to die back on XTT, it seems. He tries to bash the Clockwerk out of his own cogs. He'll fall as well. That's 4 dead with a dieback from the Spirit Breaker. And CDEC can steal this Roshan now.
As it has so far. I do believe you can't focus fire it though, right? You can't. So they still need to destroy it probably. The birds can do a lot of damage. Just a couple of right clicks from Windranger should be enough. Oh, well, they're in a... This is a really
interesting
awkward position.
Garder, can they pull him up onto the cliff? They fail, but they get the double bad combo. Whoa, XTT. Now suddenly Shiki shackled on the high ground to the dead zombie man. He's on the run, completely isolated, while Air starts to dish out damage on Q, who couldn't manage to find a good death ward. Now he does, though, lane in, and the hook follows up. They're going to reel ZSMJ back into the cogs. That was a vacuum cogs if I've ever seen one. Ghost Scepter, PrettyHaw tries to run. It's about to wear off, though he rages, and PrettyHaw walks right back into the waiting arms of the other zombie in this game. Ends up being a 2 for 4 after the ultimate miracle shackle for HGT. This is going to be Aghanim's gaming momentarily as a Infest Bomb is on the move just now. Finds him, Air, gets hook, caught out, and can they finish him is the question now. They chase forward with Aggressive. He is very quick, but XTT is in pursuit. They force staff him away towards safety. Now the call down comes through with Shackle, not going to connect this time, but Aggressive doesn't have any magic immunity left. He ends up falling. Then the Spirit Breaker starts to do his work, bashing again and again. Shiki will be isolated. The Death Ward comes through. That's an Aghanim's upgrade. They gotta get out of here. They're fairly tanky, but it keeps on going. Onto ZSMJ, almost brings down XTT. The zombies look to finish them up into the tree line. They massacre them behind the jungle. And Garder ends up salvaging the fight.
I still don't know these player names too well. Sorry.
They're working on Roshan. Rocket comes in. It scouts it out, but can HDT do it in time? They do have the medallion working for them, and CDEC are going for the long wraparound. This seems like it won't get there in time. Slowly moseying towards the pit. Clock is ready to go, but they're looking to body block a potential hook shot. He is in Viz for now. The rocket comes out. He's too late to engage. Zeke hooks in anyway. He says, I don't care, man. I'm going to take you down air. He drives XTT in air back, but gets shackled to the trees, kept out, and now the death ward begins. Can they stop this thing in time? It's still going. Actually, they do, man. Okay, so with the familiar stuns, very well done, and suddenly XZ isolated, brought down. They fight in the pit. PrettyHaw, Ghost Scepter for now, nearly did the
stolen tombstone.
Tick down.
Oh,
they kill off the stolen tombstone, and the real zombies start marching out. They're in pursuit here. That is definitely very big.
Here comes the charge. So I'm wondering if Lifestealer thinks MKB or Abyssal is best because of the gyro.
Well, while he's busy thinking about that, XTT is thinking about not letting him buy a new item, but then Aggressive just pops on the rage and turns this one around. There was a nice shackle on XZ, catching him completely out of position, and well, they're going to find that kill. Aggressive still hunting XTT. He's getting his revenge for earlier this game.
The charge!
No, the charge! The Nether Strike follow-up, and then he's just going to walk away to the south to some smooth moves from XTT. There will be a bit of a dodge out here from Aggressive. Goes in again, does get shackled to the tree line. They'll lose PrettyHaw as the trade, and they managed to steal something. Is that the tombstone?
That's Decay.
Oh, it's the Decay. Okay. Now the call down comes through. Looking for Garder. He's not that tanky, but the Soul Rip helps to keep him alive just a little bit longer. He'll still fall in the end. Shiki getting pursued out. This Windranger starting to do heavy damage. They lose 3. Aggressive survived it all, but his teammates paid the price, and now they're on the run.
Nice bird drops.
1, 2, and 3.
Very good.
And done. Now a clap for good measure. They'll pierce the heart of Q. Down he goes.
4 for 1 plus a gem. Triple kill for Windranger. She's probably needs the mobility and benefits quite a bit from the MAME when Open Wounds is out.
CDEC are on the hunt here. They're trying to move into position. Shiki's down in the river, and they're going to find someone. It's air off the start. Hook under ZSMJ, though. This could be the bigger hook. He gets pushed back by the Cogs. He does BKB, but Lifestealer's just smacking him down. The Death Ward's going strong. Bouncing to PrettyHaw, doing heavy damage to him. They already got the gyro kill off the bat, who's immediately going to buy back, return to the fight. Aggressive, being focused, but not dropping very quickly. Shackle comes through, won't connect. Air is quite low on life. He infests and tries to retreat out. For now, he's just trapped in a creep off on the backside of the engagement. His Q gets pursued out. That's going to be the third man down. And this dire creep is dangerously close to being hit by a radiant creep. That's a big wave. He's going to have to pop out. Aggressive on the run. Instant lift into a missile. Drop back down. He tries to rage a run, but bashed day upon night, and eventually will fall. 4 dead again. And that was getting the whole team if they want. Witch Doctor starts his journey over. But they can always just back off if they want to. They're bringing the Roche down low enough.
This is actually going to be really close.
This is the fight. Witch Doctor's coming in. The hook comes through. They get Aggressive straight onto ZSMJ. The Cogs keep him from retreating out. Where's the help for ZSMJ? He's got nothing. This could be great. Witch Doctor hasn't arrived just yet. Now he walks into the middle of the river, but he's not going to find a good death ward. 3 familiars flying high. Aggressive is pounded into this Roche. He'll finish it off. XZ isolated another hero. The Windranger kills her as well, and they still hold the death ward here. They didn't use the death ward last fight. That's available for
them. And Windranger doesn't have buyback. This is probably a lane.
Oh man, that's actually huge. And Gyrocopter already bought back, so if he dies, it's basically GG at that point. CDEC are going to look to take this tower. They use their rage on Aggressive. Glyph comes out. Familiars are fairly low here, and they will steal the Viper Strike after the rage from the Rubick, so he's just impossible to take down. Nice infest by Aggressive. And now another Viper Strike, continuing to zone back HGT. 20 seconds, so this should be the Rex. Now the big question is, do they immediately back off? Do they try to stick around for more?
They may just cheese. I think they don't care.
They're just going to go. CDEC, in one fell swoop, might be looking to just wipe out HGT. And with a win here, a 2-0, potentially, that would put them in pole position to take this Group B. Well, we say that, and now they decide to back off. But it could be the wrong time to try and run. Shiki's been caught out. The call down comes through. It's going to connect on both carries, but XTT just gets slaughtered. The hook finds 2, and now the Death Ward. Who's going to cancel it? Nobody does just yet. KaKa steals it, but he's zoned back by the Death Ward that he stole.
No, he can't even Voodoo Restoration.
Oh, he got the Voodoo. He actually toggled on. You're right. So now he can't even do a thing here. He's on the run. The Viper Strike coming through. They bash Shiki, but this looks to be the end. Dieback on Gyro. Windranger out of the fight. Still no buyback, and CDEC have done it. 2-0 beatdown on HGT. A close game back and forth in, but in the end, just outplayed in the clutch moment.
That one Roche fight just decided the game. I don't even know if HGT can win this last fight without buyback on Gyro against Aegis Cheese in that kind of position. I understand that they felt the immediacy of having to go there, but I mean, if they don't try to go there, they're probably going inside their own base, which I guess would have been better. I think the reason they tried to go was, I think Rage was down. They managed to, like, the fight was a little bit split. Viper and Lifestealer were top.